folks, I'm Rhino7. Today is day 37 of reading every single DC comic ever released. This is an 18-year journey that I will do by reading 10 comics a day. So let's begin with our 10 comics. First, we have All-American Comics number 20, which we see Green Lantern. In this issue, it's a fairly standard racketeering plot. There's a lot of racketeering stuff in these early superhero comics, like a lot. Every day we have some racketeering stuff. Okay, in one of the superheroes. There's some interesting stuff to do with the radio, and like decoding messages and stuff. But it's not that great. It's just a standard racketeering plot, really. Crack Comics number 7, not much happening there. Detective Comics 45 is alright. The Return of the Joker, who's now going by Wreckage, to get away with some things. Batman used a pole vault in college is something we learn in this issue. Overall, though, pretty mid issue. Then we move on to Feature Comics number 38. Obviously, hate it, because it's Feature Comics. Flash Comics number 11. Hawkman does not fight a gorilla, and the Flash does also not fight a gorilla. And there's no gorilla fighting in this issue, despite gorilla fighting being on the title page. Hawkman doesn't fight a gorilla. There's not even a gorilla in the Hawkman issue, but the page depicts Hawkman fighting a gorilla. So I want to see a Hawkman fight a gorilla. But no, you're gonna false advertise me. Hit Comics number 5, not much happening there. Master Comics number 8 is The Return of Bulletman, who, if you remember, actually belongs to Nickel Comics. So I guess they moved him over. I guess he was just that successful of a character. Then we move on to More Fun Comics number 61. In the Spectre, there is a fake Spectre framing the real one, which is cool. Clarice makes an appearance. Jim Kerrigan's ex. She doesn't do much, but she's there, and he saves her. It's an okay, story about, whatever. And Dr. Fate, also in More Fun Comics number 61. The Earth is about to be destroyed by a weird cloud that will interrupt Earth's orbit with the sun. Fate destroys the cloud and is told by scientists that there are a ton more headed towards Earth. Fate destroys the other clouds and tracks them to their origin planet, a pirate planet that isn't bound by any orbit and floats freely through space. Also, whoever wrote Dr. Fate had a weird obsession with orbs and globes. Because if you remember in the last issue of Dr. Fate, there were also some orbs and globes used by the aliens. Also, maybe people in general were just obsessed with orbs back then, because in the Superman issue from either yesterday or the day before yesterday, he fought some guys that were using orbs to kill people too. So there's a lot of orbs going on in the 40s. Fate ends up destroying the entire pirate planet by pushing it into a sun, which is a pretty cool feat, to be clear. I think Fate is the strongest DC character currently in this 1941 era. And then Fate kills the scientists who pulled the pirate planet towards Earth. Moving on, we have Mystery Men Comics number 16, and then National Comics number 5, and that is our 10 for the day. I know this is a shorter video, not much I can do about that. I really like Dr. Fate. I really like Dr. Fate overall, right now. I think he's probably my favorite character to read currently. Obviously Superman's great, but, Dr. Fate kind of up there. Green Lantern's fun too, Spectre's okay. Batman is really flimsy, right? Sometimes it's great, sometimes it's and the Flash usually sucks, unfortunately. But with that being said, thank you all for watching. Goodbye, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!